Hello, Capricorns. Hello, Awakened Intuitive Tribe. I am back, Natalie here. Welcome to any new Awakened Intuitives. Join the tribe. We are back for Capricorn this time, and possible effects with the Mercury Retrograde, and we're going to find out how it may affect parts of Capricorn's life. Mercury, I do have another video with some more information, an intro video on the Mercury Retrograde, and I will list that link in the description below. And also I did 2 parts of the full blood / spring flower moon in Scorpio and full lunar eclipse reading, and I will list those in the description below as well. And so if you want to check any of those out, or if you want any more information on the Mercury retrograde and the effects, what it does, what signs it is in, anything like that, it'll be in that reading video as well, the Mercury retrograde intro video. Anyway, so we will start off with Mercury is air. It rules the 3rd house of Gemini. It is communication, transportation, and journeys, and it also rules technology. And so we may be seeing, I know I am, some issues with technology. So yeah. And then Capricorn is the 10th sign out of the zodiac wheel, and it is an earth sign. It is represented by the bull, and it is pragmatic. It is tenacious, and so, I don't think that's gonna go for much longer. I'm trying to light the sweetgrass and the Palo Santo. But anyway, so we will start off with a prayer, and I'll do my singing bowl. So here we go. Divine protectors, ancestors of the light, I come to you. I want to first thank you for us all being here, being able to build connections, like-minded souls coming together, having empathy, sympathy, and sharing unconditional love. Thank you so much for the guidance and the protection. I do ask for guidance, protection, and safety for me and my family and everybody who is watching, all of our inner and outer lives, against anything negative, evil, or unholy in any way, shape, or form. I do ask that you'll cut those things out. Any ties, cords, attachments, or influences, attacks, accusations, and out of our inner and outer lives, and send them right back to their source immediately. I ask for me and my family and everybody who's watching abundance, joy, mindfulness, awareness, intuition, abilities and tools, unconditional love, sympathy and empathy. Archangel Michael, I ask for you to surround each of our inner and outer lives with the blanket of your light, of abundance and joy, of knowledge, truth, clarity, and love. I thank you again for us all being here. I pray and ask that more like-minded souls will be able to come and find us and build connections with us. And I ask for protection using the cards. I ask that you'll walk me through the cards and the questions that we have, and help us be able to understand and have the clarity with the answers that you give us, please. Thank you so very much. Amen. All right. Okay, so now we will do our singing bowl, and I will ding it twice, then I will circle around it. So just so you know, I'll count down from 3 to 1. 3, 2, 1. All right. Okay. So we needed to cleanse out any frequencies, vibrations we don't need to bring in the higher vibrations and frequencies we do need for this reading to connect to the divine, our protectors, our guides, our ancestors of the light. And so that's why I do that. And so now we will pull a blessing card for Capricorns. I do have a Capricorn stellium, which means I have a lot of planets in Capricorn. So I do have some Capricorn traits. So what blessing do you have for our Capricorns, please? What blessing do you have for our Capricorns, please? What blessings do you have for our Capricorns today? Oh, you got a couple. Okay, you have introspection. It says your angel guidance is to find quiet space for contemplation and look within. It is time to withdraw and review your life. Taking time and space for yourself gives you an opportunity to recuperate from life's challenges, to reflect on the way ahead, strengthen yourself, and prepare for the next phase of your life. During times of introspection, you can become aware of your gifts, your inner reserve, and your wisdom. It is a time for healing. Still your mind and quieten your emotions. Ask for your angel's wings to enfold you and provide you with a safe haven in which to relax. Then you can listen to the promptings of your angel inspiring and guiding you. Affirmation says, I claim time and space for myself. Wow, I really like that. The next one is abundance. It is time for your life to flow with prosperity, love, and success. You draw from the limitless universal pool according to your belief in how much you deserve. Angel wisdom is reminding you now to believe in yourself and trust that you deserve more. Then you will attract abundance and the true riches of life. To feel surrounded by love, open your heart to others. Choose to do what fulfills you most, and the angels will bring you joy, satisfaction, and success. Enhance your prosperity by receiving graciously, giving out willingly, and saying thank you for everything. Enjoy all you have and more will come to you. Affirmation says, I deserve love, prosperity, and success. Oh, that's beautiful, Capricorn. Beautiful. Okay, now we will begin on the first house ruled by Aries. This is your self-image, what you project to others, and your personality. So let's find out how this Mercury Retrograde may possibly affect your first house of personality, what you project to others, and your self-image. How will this Mercury Retrograde possibly affect Capricorn's first house? And you've got the 10 of Coins. Interesting. That's 10 of Pentacles. This is like your most financial and emotional life, where you feel so super comfortable, especially with your finances, your material things, possessions, and feelings, emotions. And so during this Mercury retrograde, you may feel like these things are not so comfortable. Not so comfortable. You may feel like you could be looking better, where you want to be comfortable. And the lunar eclipse is all about growth, changes, and bringing up old beliefs, old feelings that like we've kind of brushed under the rug and everything. We all do that. This could also be Mercury retrograde, you feeling quite comfortable with these things. So it does depend on your birth chart, your astrological natal chart, where your placements are with each planet and things like that. But this is a general reading. So I would love to know how this may resonate with you. I would love to know. So let's find out what you can do about this. And this may tell us a bit more, actually. What can Capricorns do about this? What can Capricorns do about this, please? With what you project to others your self-image, and your personality. And it is armadillo groundedness. So number 7. 7 is relationships. That's interesting. So you may need to ground yourself within your relationships, with your personality, what you project to others, and your self-image. And we will read this out of the Creator's book, guidebook. Oops. Armadillo has a hard shell, and so maybe you feel the need during this Mercury retrograde to have this strong shell on your personality and what you project to others. All right, let's see. Okay, groundedness. Without grounding ourselves, we can become disconnected and flighty, so it is an important aspect to develop. Go to the basics first. Plug into the power of the earth. Avoid drama and situations. Sometimes we need to look at the flowers at our feet before looking to the stars. Humility is a positive trait. False humility is not. Now, the magic of the armadillo says, armadillo magic is profoundly earth-based, which is interesting because this 10 of pentacles is earthy. Okay, so it is ancient and profound and can be used when you are feeling off kilter and unsure. If you aren't clear on what to do next or have had a trauma or a shock, use armadillo magic to bring you stability and power. Wow. Okay, that's cool. Interesting. Now we will move on to the second house. This is Taurus ruled. It is possessions, material things, and finances. How will this Mercury retrograde possibly affect Capricorn's second house of finances, material things, and possessions? Interesting. 9 of Pentacles now. You just had the 10 of Pentacles. So the 9 of Pentacles is single, independent, and looking financially well off. And so during this Mercury retrograde, you may be pretty darn independent, feeling like you're sitting pretty good with your finances, material things, possessions. And 9 is almost a 10, which is where you're completely satisfied and fulfilled. All right, so let's see what you can do about this. What can Capricorns do about this? I mean, it sounds great. So, what can Capricorns do about this? What can Capricorns do about this? Okay. Encouragement. And it's a 54 adds up to a 9. So you just got 99. So maybe 9, could be significant in your life somewhere. That is so interesting. And that is like a wish heard to the universe. Wow. So here it is, encouragement. And I will read you that. Oh, wrong book. That is so interesting. 99. Or 9. Okay, oh, that is the very last oracle card in this deck. Okay, encouragement. You are receiving a nudge in the right direction. This card tells you that you're being gently encouraged to step into your power, into the dream of your life. New things are out there to be explored, and the nurturing power of the universe is giving you a nudge in the right direction. You will get the help you need and won't be alone in your quest. Every step you take right now is supported by the wisdom of the universe. You are on the right path. Keep going. Look at her. Wow. That is awesome. I love it. Okay, now we will move to the third house, ruled by Gemini. This is communication, transportation, and journeys. How will this Mercury retrograde possibly affect Capricorn's third house of communication, transportation, and journeys? How will this Mercury retrograde possibly affect Capricorn's third house? Okay, communication, transportation, and journeys. And you've got the Page of Cups. Interesting. So there may be something new or an offer coming in of a feeling or an emotion. You may be a little unsure about it with your communication, transportation, and journeys during this Mercury retrograde. So let's see what you can do about this. And it also has a full moon behind that hot air balloon. And we just had the full moon. So maybe there's something significant with that. If you want to check out my full moon lunar eclipse readings, part 1 and 2, they'll be in the description below. But let's see what you can do about this. You can probably tell that the lighting will come in and then go away. We've got a lot of cloud cover, but it's kind of cool. All right. Oh, I need to knock this. I don't think I knocked this. I don't think so. Okay, what can Capricorns do about this? New or offer of a new feeling and emotion about communication, transportation, or journeys. And Mercury rules technology, so it could be through technology. What can Capricorns do about this? Okay. Star Keeper. Let's see what that says. Cosmic Ancestor. Seed the light by staying grounded. That's the second card you've gotten with a grounded, with that armadillo, groundedness. Very interesting. So we need to read that out of the Creator's Guidebook. Star Keeper. Interesting. You may be having some ancestor guiding you. And see the light by staying grounded. You may need to have some groundedness with communication, transportation, and journeys. Let's read this for you. It says, you're an ancient keeper of the stars, here to anchor and seed your light in your unique way. You've likely been incarnating on Earth for some time, dedicated to an era of awakening and bringing about a long-awaited shift in the planet's evolution. We're at a tipping point now. The survival of Earth and all its species is coming to a head. The more grounded you remain during this transitional period, the more helpful you'll be. The more you tend to the flames of your own heart, the more you'll anchor onto this planet. The wisdom of the stars is imprinted in your soul. The more soul fragments you call home, the more this wisdom is seated here. You may be called to be in different places in the world, to anchor this light, perhaps by taking a trip. Mercury's transportation, journeys, vacation. Okay, the more grounded you remain, the more stable Earth's energy will become and the less reactive humanity will be. You're here for a double mission, to grow as an individual and as part of a larger collective that's bringing about a shift in frequency. Trust that you can be in the world but not of it and lead a truly glorious life. The Starseed activation says, place the card on the portal of your heart and whisper the following. But you can put your hand over your heart and look at the card if you would like. I acknowledge that I am a star keeper. I choose to anchor my light and stay as grounded as possible. Interesting. Wow. Okay, that's cool. Now we will move on to the fourth house, Cancer. This is home, family, structure, stability. Okay, how will this Mercury retrograde possibly affect Capricorn's fourth house, of family, home, structure, and stability. 5 of Coins. This is 5 of Pentacles. This is my winter card. But this is being left out in the cold or feeling left out in the cold. So within your home, family, structure, and stability, you may feel during this Mercury retrograde that you're left out in the cold or feeling left out. Okay, let's find out what you can do about this. What can Capricorns do about this feeling left out in the cold or being left out in the cold within their home, family, structure, and stability? What can Capricorns do about this? Okay. You've got a couple cards. So, you've got Gaia Gateway activation. This is Earth again, earthy. Learning experiences. So you're going through this learning process during this Mercury retrograde. Wisdom transmission, Earth intelligence, and you've got the Sword of Light, which this to me is the Sword of Truth. Divine protection. You have divine protection, cords cut. So there's going to be cords that are cut that are probably very just not healthy and that need to be broken. Breakthrough energy. So let's read that for you. Gaia Gateway activation. Okay. It says, learning experiences, wisdom transmission, earth intelligence. The Gaia Gateway is the chakra that connects us directly with the mind and intelligence of Mother Earth. This chakra is not very well known, but is now being acknowledged as one of the key energetic spaces we can connect with to activate the ascension process. For many years, ascension has been thought of as moving beyond the limitations of the body and transcending the physical realm, but it is in fact the process of becoming present in the body in full awareness of the spirit within. The Gaia Gateway is found below our feet under the Earth Star chakra, but when we're connecting to it, it's best to imagine it in the center of the Earth. The best way to describe it is as a wormhole or a portal in the center of the Earth that allows us to connect directly with the non-physical intelligence of Gaia, the spiritual presence of planet Earth. The Earth is a highly spiritual, intelligent, aware being. She has lived through many challenges and experiences that have led her to where she is today. No matter what has been served up to her or how many of us have mistreated her, she has found a way to survive and thrive. How to connect? Visualize yourself sending deep roots into the center of the Earth. When you get as far as you can go, a portal will open up and connect you with the matrix of Gaia's wisdom. Be open to receiving a direct transmission from her. Your message says, sometimes it is not our role to know how everything will unfold. When you draw this card, it's a reminder to trust the plan. The wisdom of the Gaia is with you at this time, and you can enjoy the natural expansion that is taking place. You may have a tendency to go traveling and look to the stars for answers. Another travel. But realize that the planet you call home has much to offer too. This is within home, family, structure, stability. Earth is our home. Okay. This may not be easy to accept, especially if your current reality is a harsh one, but your current experiences are vital for your growth. The Earth herself cannot escape the challenges that she is facing at this time. Learn from her strength, learn from her yearning for a better future. Come back to her. She's your chosen home. That is perfect. That's perfect. Okay, now the Sword of Light. Let's see. Okay, divine protection, cords cut, breakthrough energy. The Sword of Light is the main energetic tool of Archangel Michael. He was in my prayer. Amazing.
the Prince of Heaven. His name means he who is like God, and he is considered Source's right-hand man. He is the archangel who has chosen to guide and protect all light workers. Anyone who is feeling called to make a difference on this planet can be guided and supported by him. The sword of light has been pictured as both a spear of light and a lightning bolt. Either way, it's a powerful symbol of truth and spiritual power. Even though it is carried by Michael, it can be invoked by all those working in the light to help them move beyond blockages and limitations and to sever cords of fear. Joan of Arc invoked it when she was going into battle. How to connect. Visualize yourself engulfed in golden light. Say, Sword of Light, thank you for cutting the unnecessary cords that bind me to fear. I stand in truth and light, fulfilling the call of my soul. Your message says, when this card comes to you, know that it is confirmation that you are walking the path of light and responding to pre-incarnation soul contracts to make a difference on the planet. It's also a sign that you have the opportunity to sever connections to fears and limitations. Energetic cords bind us to situations, loved ones, and even the past. This is within home, family. This is crazy. These are perfect. But you are in transition now and detaching from unnecessary connections, dramas, and fears. Know that there will be a great severing at this time, and you might feel isolated for a moment. Just like that isolation left out in the cold. As you'll be reconfiguring your circle, my gosh, of trust and moving into a life that is in greater alignment with your highest good. Know that the cords that bind you to loved ones and soul family will remain intact. It's only the lower vibrational connections that are being severed. Expect breakthroughs and doors of opportunity opening for you. If you feel strongly connected to Archangel Michael, know that his energy is with you now. I can't believe how well that was aligned and connected. That is amazing. That's probably one of the best connections I've seen for a while. That was really good. So now, 5th house, Leo. This is love, pleasure, amusement, creativity. How will this Mercury retrograde possibly affect Capricorn's 5th house of love, pleasure, creativity, and amusement? Love, pleasure, creativity, and amusement. Mother of Cups, which is the Queen of Cups. Interesting. She's the seer. She's empathic. She is motherly and nurturing. And she can channel. Very empathic and sensitive. So this is within your love, pleasure, creativity, and amusement. So this may be that during this Mercury retrograde, you may be feeling like this, like nurturing, caring, sympathetic, empathetic, protective. Okay, let's find out what you can do about this. What can Capricorns do about this? And she's got her wing over this cup, which is an emotion or a feeling. So maybe you may be feeling like you're needing to protect some emotion you have or feeling that you have with love, pleasure, creativity, and amusement. You've got choose a new direction. So maybe open up your heart. Let's see, choose a new direction. It is time, the time has come to choose a new direction for your life. The circumstances that you find yourself living in may seem unfulfilling, or perhaps your heart is full of discontent. You know that there is something more out there in the world for you. Like holding back emotions, maybe. Okay, and you've been procrastinating, following the guidance of your angels. Make a conscious choice to be the person you are meant to be. Create an action plan for yourself that leads you in the direction of your divine life purpose. Begin taking steps immediately toward a happier future. Wow. So choose a new path that you haven't done before. Maybe opening up more, sharing your feelings more within your love, pleasure, creativity, and amusement. All right. So now 6th house, Virgo. This is health, wellness, daily routines. Okay. Okay, so how will this Mercury retrograde possibly affect Capricorn's 6th house of love, or sorry, health, wellness, daily routines? Okay, you've got the 10 of Cups, 10 of emotions in this deck. This is your most abundant emotional life. Interesting. So during this Mercury retrograde, within your health, wellness, daily routines, you may be feeling quite satisfied within the health, wellness, daily routines. Interesting. Okay, so let's see what you can do about this. Looks good. What can Capricorns do about this? Emotional fulfillment with their health, wellness, daily routines, and it can be boundaries too. So what can Capricorns do about this? Open portal, new beginnings, breakthrough. We just had, what was it? The breakthrough within the Sword of Light. Interesting. Connect with the infinite. Oh my gosh. That was just like the last 2 oracle messages you had. Oh my gosh. And look, she's just like overflowing. Open portal. Awesome. Just keep flowing. Keep going. Keep working hard. Keep flowing. Keep connecting with the divine. And new beginnings are coming. Awesome. That's really good. So now, 7th house, Libra. This is relationships. It can be marriage. It can be romantic partners. Romantic relationships. So with this Mercury retrograde, how will this possibly affect Capricorn's relationships? Looks like you got a couple. Within relationships. Oh, wow. You've got Ace of Cups, and it says on here emotions. Ace of Cups is a self-cup of love, like an overpouring of emotions, and it's usually pretty darn positive. So within your relationships, you're like taking a self-cup of love, possibly during this Mercury retrograde, and oh my goodness, now you've got the 4 of Wands. This says happy occasions. This is all about justice, stability, and structure. That's amazing. So during this Mercury retrograde within your relationships, you're like taking this new self-cup of love and building a solid stability, foundations, structure, and it could be justice. Okay, and then here's this one. Happy occasions. The self-cup of love could bring these happy occasions. Sharing emotions could bring these happy occasions. Let's see how or what you can do about it.
What can Capricorn do about this? I mean, sounds really good. Amazing. So what can Capricorn do about this? What can Capricorn do about this? Self-cup of love, overpour of emotions, and this structure, stability, happy occasions. What can Capricorns do about this? Okay, there we go. I seen that when I was shuffling. I seen that exact card. Interesting. It says full spectrum. Number 26. That adds up to an 8, which is changes, endings and beginnings, new beginnings, seeds, new foundations. That's amazing. And she's like charging these crystal skulls from the ground, the earth. Let's read this out of the guidebook for you. Number 26. All right, full spectrum. This looks so good. Okay, this is within your relationship still. Creating heaven on earth by honoring the perfection of nature's cycles. Going beyond the judgment of good and the bad, the merging of duality, raw nature, earth wisdom, connecting to ancestors, shadows as the fertile soil for exponential growth. The way forward is in the whisperings of the land, honoring the full spectrum of life. What does heaven on earth look like to you? Do you imagine lush green nature, ancient forests, pristine beaches, crystalline water systems, and all the planet's residents in full health? Hey, Kylan, no more, okay? Go somewhere else with that. Living in harmony with each other, and yet nature in its purest, rawest form is a balance of life and death, growth and decomposition, the eaters and the eaten. In one way or another, this is the natural flux of life. We already live in Eden, but our efforts to own and segregate bring us further away from this paradigm. Power trips, the need for imagined security, fear, or avoidance of the shadow, keep us out of our freedom. The need to preserve and hold on tightly only stunts our growth and leaves us drowning in a sea of plastic. The real disease on earth, the barrier to Eden, is in our minds. Life happens, but it is our perception of good and bad and our black and white judgments that prevent us from seeing the grander truth. When duality becomes one, we will find Shambhala before us. Perhaps we can find inspiration from nature and the animal kingdom. Does the tiny frog spend its days anxious over its vulnerable future? What happens when we realize fertile compost greets us when we allow ourselves to transmute our pain? When we honor all that came before, our roots are nourished and we grow with more vitality, vibrancy, and life force. We can anchor more light for the collective and in turn seed new growth. Okay. What happens when we realize the keys to our future are in the wisdom of the earth and the dreamings of the indigenous? That the answers on the geometry of the macro and microcosm, the nurturing embrace of oneness in Mama Nature's arms. What happens when we find peace within this full spectrum of life? Even the notion of separation, this disease, can be symbolized as no more than a blackened leaf on a healthy tree. The ebb and flow of our evolution and devolution is a temporary blip in the universe. The message is to be what we can to ground heaven on earth, but not out of fear. We often try to avoid or run from negative situations, but when fear steers our decisions and actions, far more devastation can result. When we choose to let our hearts lead us away from stories and outdated patterns, our challenges become the fertile compost that feeds our ascending tendrils as they reach to the heavens and ground its light back on earth. The divinatory meaning says, step out of the black and white mentality of judgment. Go beyond the concepts of good and bad. This card invites you to honor the full spectrum of life and find a new way of perceiving your situation. When we judge something, we create a story around it. These stories often create a limitation. Subconsciously, we gather so many of these stories over a lifetime. To heal our disease and crystallize the new way, we need to create a space of no story where miraculous healing can happen. This space empowers us to be all we are and allows us to know our truth. I think that maybe, oh, a little more. Okay.
Embrace the full spectrum of creation in all her colors and the raw, muddy, earthbound shadow parts of the situation to determine whether they are actually bad or if stories you have held onto are limiting your perspective. Very interesting. And this Four Wands reminds me of a balance, almost like a Libra, seeking balance. Even her wings are like balance almost, right? Interesting. So solid structure, stability, foundation. So that was beautiful. Wow. Okay. So now let's move on to the 8th house, Scorpio. This is regeneration, endings and beginnings, changes, deaths, rebirths. Okay, so for Capricorn, how will this Mercury retrograde possibly affect their 8th house of regeneration, deaths, rebirths, endings and beginnings, new beginnings, old cycles to new cycles? How will this Mercury retrograde possibly affect their 8th house, please? Okay, you've got a couple again. Okay, now let's see what you've got. You've got Temperance. Oh my gosh, Sagittarius energy. I just did Sagittarius earlier. Number 14 adds up to 5, which is changes. This is duality. This is divine timing. This is mixing two-cut celebration, angel guidance, and this is Archangel Michael. Wow. Oh my gosh. He is guiding you. Angel guidance. You have angel guidance. Celebration, duality. Oh, mixing of cups. Amazing. Wow. Now you've got the Page of Pentacles. So this is either something new or an offer to expand everything that you want. What you want to grow. Amazing. You have divine guidance with this. So this is just getting rid of the old, bringing in the new. Oh, I love it. I love it so much. Okay. All right. I love it. Okay, what can Capricorn do about this? I mean, that is so good. What can Capricorn do about this? It's beautiful. What can Capricorn do about this, please? You've got 2 again. So 2, 2. 4, maybe 4 could be significant to some of you. And that is structure, stability, home, and family. All right, so you've got rock bottom, number 10. That's completion. That is a fulfillment. So that's like endings and beginnings. And so maybe there was a rock bottom point somewhere. And now things are being fulfilled and completed. And new changes, new things. And I'll read that. And now you've got gentle gardener, number 2. 2 is material things, possessions, finances. So let's see what that says. Number 10, rock bottom. Surrender and acceptance are the keys to freedom. So surrender to the divine, okay? To bring in all these new expansions and changes. As difficult as it may be to accept, it seems that you've reached a point where you can go no further in the same manner in which you've been doing things. Perhaps you've hit a proverbial brick wall or experienced a deep sense of loss and don't know where to turn. The old way of doing things must be discarded fully in order to move forward and upward. See? Okay. A new direction and a new strategy are called for. The only way out is through surrender. Accept things as they are and admit that you have no idea what to do next. If you wait in that heartfelt moment of release, then a stairway will appear like magic, and all manner of synchronicities will show you the way to higher ground. The rock bottom card is a sign that a miracle is about to occur, but only if you let it go completely. Miracle. Wow. Synchronicities like magic. Beautiful. Let it come in. Let it come in. Surrender. Okay, now gentle gardener. So be gentle with yourself and others around you. Be your own person. Be a conscious co-creator. The gentle gardener is visiting you at this moment in your life to remind you that your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs create the reality you experience. She is the embodiment of the energy within you that is sent out into the field of co-creation and ensures that all that you are is reflected in the world of form. Are you aware of your thoughts? What is their quality? Believe in limitless possibility and you will see miracles unfold. Magic, miracles, see that? Wow. The gentle gardener guarantees the integrity of everything you send out into the world. Stay positive and expect a wondrous return. Your garden is abundant with beauty. I love it. So you went from this like rock bottom feeling or situation to you're heading towards this beautiful garden. I love it so much. I love it. Oh, okay. Now, Sagittarius, 9th house. This is spirituality, mindset, mental exploration. Let's do this one. How will this Mercury retrograde possibly affect Capricorn's 9th house of spirituality, mental exploration, mindset, higher learning? How will this Mercury retrograde possibly affect Capricorn's? Oh my. Okay. Are you kidding me? Are you serious? I have to cover up. You got Temperance again. Capricorn. Are you serious? You've got so much protection. Oh, I'm like so darn happy and excited for you. Yes, and changes. This is Sagittarius energy. Again, this is celebration, mixing of cups, divine timing. And this is within your spirituality, mental exploration, higher learning. You may be getting downloads. Yes, you may be getting downloads from protectors, angels, the divine. This is just amazing. Like, seriously, I will cover her up and show you. Oh my gosh. That is incredible, you guys. Capricorn. And this could be faith as well, like the spirituality. That's amazing. Oh my God. Oh my God. You may just have seen a rainbow recently, or you might on that card. That's incredible. And it's a full moon. It's almost an eclipse, and it has red on the moon like the blood moon we just had. I'll show you again. Oh my gosh. Can you see that reddish color on the moon? You may need to watch my reading on the full lunar eclipse moon. Okay? All right. So now let's see what you can do about this. I mean, that's just amazing. That's incredible. Okay. I love it. What can Capricorns do about this? So good. What can Capricorns do about this, please? Got 2. All right. Okay, let's see. You've got the golden children, inner child. You may be going through an inner child healing type thing. Tenderness, innocence, rare gifts. And see, I was just saying you may be downloading some knowledge. You could be getting some new gifts during this Mercury retrograde. And you've got double mission. Okay. Okay. Didn't we just read you had a double mission? I swear we did. I believe it was a star keeper, cosmic ancestor, see the light by staying grounded. Was it this one? I'm going to have to go back and
freaking watch. I swear. And it says light worker starseed, just like that card. Serve the world by being you. I just love this so much. Okay. We will read that out of the guidebook. The Golden Children. You may have children. All right, or it could just be your inner child, like it says on the card. And look at that. It has, it looks like a sun. It's got some red and pink colors. Interesting. Okay. All right, so inner child, tenderness, innocence, rare gifts. Golden children, children of the sun, are highly advanced, extremely intelligent souls who are incarnating increasingly on the planet Earth. They have little or no personal karma and possess incredible gifts and intuitive abilities. Golden children are born with a very clear mission. Many remember it from a young age and begin answering and sharing it early in life. Due to their unique intelligence, they may find themselves easily bored at school. Most have never incarnated on Earth before, and so, if they're not supported in the right ways, they struggle with physical life here. They're often referred to as the new humans. If you pull this card, it may be a sign that you're being called to mother, father, or nurture a child. Wow. Okay. You may, you may be called to tend to your own inner child, a creative idea or project, or a new beginning, to treat yourself or the new beginning with a sweet, tender love, to nurture and nourish it, to give it every chance to grow and reach adulthood, to encourage it, to water it, to see the world through the innocence of a child, to see yourself and all others as innocent children, to remember that deep down everyone is trying their best, and if they're treated with a tender heart, they'll not harden as they journey through this great adventure called life. Starseed Soul Inquiry says, how can you treat yourself or others more tenderly? That is incredible. That is amazing. And that's still within your spirituality, mental exploration, mindset, higher learning. It can be faith. So now double mission. Went right to it. Okay. Lightworker starseeds serve the world by being you. Lightworker starseeds are mission and purpose oriented. Many have the feeling that time's running out and there's nothing they came here to do, create, or contribute. They're here to grow as souls individually, individual mission, and also to contribute to the planet in some action-oriented way, collective mission. Their collective mission is often answered through a career calling or by devoting their life to something bigger. Until they remember their collective mission, it can feel as if something's missing or that they're forgetting something important. It's common for lightworker starseeds to feel that they're different, and they may carry soul memories of being visible or sharing their voice. As such, they may protect themselves by dimming their light in order to fit in, or by spending time in some sort of closet, such as a spiritual closet. I know I've done this in my life before. Okay. If you pull this card, you're being called to remember your collective mission and step into it even more fully. You're being reminded that your role as a light worker is to light up the world with your presence. This doesn't have to be a great big thing or a decision you need to make. You also don't need to have a great big plan. If you resonate with being a light worker, all you need to do is work out what lights you up, your passions and joys, and keep doing that. When you trust and follow the simple path of things that light you up and then lose yourself in the doing, you'll light up the world without even trying. Starseed Soul Inquiry says, how can you serve the world by being you? That's beautiful. I'm like so happy about that. I'm just so happy about that. All right. Now we're moving on to the 10th house, Capricorn. This is career, public image, and social status. So let's find out. All right. How will this Mercury retrograde possibly affect Capricorn's 10th house of career, public image, and social status? How will this Mercury retrograde possibly affect? You got 2 again. Wow. You got a lot of messages here. Okay. This deck is like half flipped over, half not. Sorry. Okay. Here we go. 3 of Cups. This is celebration, hanging out. It's got a full moon. It can be partying. So during this Mercury retrograde, with your career, public images, or social status, you may be getting out socially, celebrating, hanging out, and then you've got the 3 of Staffs, which is 3 of Wands. You have another 3. That is making plans, embarking or trading within career, public image, and social status. 33. Maybe 3 could be significant to some of you, or 33 as well. Interesting, or it adds up to a 6. Okay, so 3 of Cups within your career, public image, and social status. Yeah, during this Mercury retrograde, you may be, getting out socially or working socially with others, and then making plans or trading, embarking on something. So let me show you. 3 of Cups and the 3 of Staffs. Wow, you are, I don't know, but some of you may be seeing sequence numbers a lot lately. I know I do, like every day, all day, but you may be seeing some sequence numbers lately a lot. Okay, let's see what you can do about this. What can Capricorns do about this? This socially getting together and making plans within career, public image, and social status. What can Capricorns do about this, please? Oh my goodness. This one's tough. Oh. All right. You've got Swan, Beauty, number 20, or it could be a 2, which is finances, material things, possessions. Interesting. Swan, she's blindfolded, but she's like feeding this swan a bubble. And there's dragonflies on here. Interesting. Okay. Beauty. See the beauty in what you're doing within your career, public image, social status. Number 20. Let's see. Okay. Beauty.
Beauty is all around us. If we care to observe it, the natural world provides so much of it. However, remember beauty is highly subjective. Love yourself first and know yourself. Look for the beauty in the situation. Ask and your questions will be answered. Let's read the magic of the swan. Swan magic is pure and graceful. It is perfect to use for love workings and also when you wish to find more beauty in our world. Everyone could do with a bit more beauty in their lives.
Well, that's very interesting for your career, public image, and social status. All right, now let's move on to the 11th house, Aquarius. This is hopes, wishes, friends, community. How will this Mercury retrograde possibly affect Capricorn's 11th house? Please, of hopes, wishes, friends, and community. Are you serious? How? Capricorn. I'm like really taken back. I need a second here. How? How? And we just got the 3 and 33. Now you've got 3 Temperance cards in your reading. How? And the last one right here. You are going through and having this divine protection, divine timing, celebration, mixing of cups, mixing of energies well, and angel guidance, Archangel Michael. Look at this. Sorry. I'm just like, wow. Okay, Capricorn. So, this is with your hopes, wishes, friends, and community. You have divine protection and guidance. All right. That's awesome. So, let's see what you can do about it. Let's do an affirmation. Can we get a blessing? What does Capricorn need? What blessing? All right, that did not want to go in. Oh, there's two there, actually. This is just awesome. The first one says, if one advances confidently in the direction of his dreams, this is hopes, wishes, and endeavors to live the life which he has imagined, he will meet with a success unexpected in common hours. Oh my gosh. Wow. The next one says, go for it now. The future is promised to no one. That's just beautiful. I cannot believe it. Oh my gosh. Every reading, I just get shocked more and more and more. And it's like, how long have I done this for? My gosh. Okay, so now the last house is the 12th house, Pisces. This is your self-undoing. This is unknowns, unseens, what is hidden, subconscious. Okay, how will this Mercury retrograde possibly affect Capricorn's 12th house of self-undoings, hidden, unknowns, unseens? The sun. You're reading so freaking powerful. The sun is abundance, joy, happiness, fulfillment. Oh, you're getting like a self-enlightenment. Wow. That's beautiful. This is so good. Okay. Let's do this for the last oracle message. Well, what can Capricorn do about this? Oh my gosh. What can Capricorn do about this? Things are just looking up for you. What can Capricorn do about this, please? All right. Okay. All right. Earth Star Chakra number 1. This is like new beginnings. Initiation. Beautiful. And it's like this lotus flower opening up with this little tiny sun in it. I love it. Wow. Number 1. It's just incredible. Where are you? Number 1. Here you are. Initiation. Self-enlightenment. Look at your third eye opening and everything. Crown chakra. Okay. Oneness, collective consciousness, anchoring transmissions from the higher realms, sacred earth knowledge, integration of the divine, working with grid lines. You are standing at a gateway into the unknown with trust in your heart, ancient remembering in your soul, and inner illumination to light the way. You have access to the seat of creation. Light the way, just like that sun, okay? You have the access to the seat of creation, the spark of existence, and the codes that hold the blueprints of who and what you are. This place is clear and grounded despite moving through multidimensional realms and able to bridge worlds while functioning in physical reality. The higher you reach for the divine and the realms of spirit, the more important it is to anchor deeply to the earth. 3 temperance cards. How to restore. Explore clearing meditations, self-energy work, and put intention into the meaningful parts of your life.
Find ways to balance your life. Be aware of the times of day that are more conducive to different states of consciousness, such as flow, meditation, and productivity. Themes says integration of spirit and the eternal self. How you balance spiritual and physical reality. Healing possession. At the feet, 30 centimeters below the feet, but placing the card at the feet is fine. Or your hands. The color wash is earth brown. That's incredible. Oh my gosh. I am so happy for you. I'm so excited for you. This is amazing and beautiful and just awesome. Now, last thing is the last blessing for you, Capricorn. And then we are done. What last blessings do you have for our Capricorns? What last blessings do you have for our Capricorns, please? What last blessing do you have for our Capricorns, please? Okay. All right, last blessing for your reading today. Choices. Wow. When you worry about decisions, it means that your mind is trying to control your life, and that results in choices made from your ego. Your angel guidance is to consider and evaluate all the options, then let go of your head and choose from your heart that which gives you greatest joy and feels right. Do not act from foolish impulse, however, rather from divinely prompted inspiration. Make choices for the highest good. Remember that if something is not for your highest good, it certainly is not for the highest good of those around you. So let go of false feelings of responsibility for others and choose with wisdom. Become still and attuned to your soul. Ask your angels to guide for guidance and help. Then, from your point of deep inner stillness, make your choices easily and spontaneously. Affirmation says, I choose for my highest good. That's awesome. All right, Capricorn, you will have to let me know how that resonates for you. I will love for you to let me know. And I hope it does resonate somewhere in your life. This is just incredible. And so this is all about growth and changes and new beginnings, learning, you know. And so thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for watching and supporting. Seriously, thank you. Please like, subscribe, comment, and love, light, blessings to you all and growth. Thank you again. And I will see you next time. Have a good one.